Hello, students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing fine and welcome to our online class teaching social subject. This is session 6 and we are going to focus today on fifth lesson. On fifth lesson, social. The title is The Southern Plateaus and the Islands. The Southern Plateaus and the Islands. Let us see about the Southern Plateaus introduction. As I explained, I want you to carefully look and listen so that you will understand the topic better. The Southern Plateaus are located to the south of Northern Plains. Located on Northern Plains. Where it is located? On the south of the Northern Plains. They are in which shape? Triangular shape. Surrounded by high ranges. Surrounded by hill ranges. Hill ranges. It is in triangular shape, plateaus. Then the surface of the land is rocky and uneven. The surface, okay, the land is rocky and it is not even, it is uneven. Uneven means what, students? It is not straight, it is not plain. It is up and down, as I told you, rocky. So it is uneven. The surface of the land is rocky and uneven. Okay, let us see what are the rivers are located in these places. Actually, rivers are not very long as Northern Plains. There are short rivers. There are short rivers. These rivers are not as long as the Northern Plains. On other ways, they form waterfalls. These rivers are divided into small groups and they form, waterfalls. There's a river Narmada in the north, okay? It divides into two parts. It divides into how many parts? Two parts. River Narmada divides into two parts. That is, one is Central Highlands and another one is, see here, Deccan Plateau towards the south. Towards the south. One is River Narmada divides in the north, it divides into two parts. One is Central Highlands. Another one is the Deccan Plateaus toward the south. Got it? Now this is divided into two parts and I have also divided this topic into two parts. The Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. The Central Highlands and the Deccan Plateau. Let us see the first, Central Highlands. It is surrounded by the Aravalli Hills in the northwest. Okay. Here I have not written west, north, east or whatever. But in the textbook it is clearly says, here I have pointed few names here for our understanding. The Central Highlands, it is surrounded by Aravalli Hills. Aravalli Hills we have been studying from the previous chapter. So it is surrounded by the Aravalli Hills in the northwest, Vidya Ranges and Chota Nagpur and Rajmahal Hills and the Malwar Plateaus. These are the Central Highlands. Read it again. It is surrounded by the Aravalli Hills in the northwest, okay, and Vindhya Range, then Chota Nagpur, then Rajmahal Hills and the Malwa Plateaus. Got it? And there are small rivers. Not small rivers, they are also medium size rivers. Yamuna, Ganga, Champal, Betwa and Son. Yamuna, Ganga, Champal, Betwa, Son. These are the main rivers in where? In central highlands. The rivers are Yamuna, Ganga, Champal and Betwa, Son. Okay. Now let us move to the Deccan Plateau. Let us move to the Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau, when we talk about Deccan Plateau, it extends from river Narmada up to the southern tip of peninsular India. Peninsular India, it extends from river Narmada up to the southern tip of peninsular India. Now you got it from where to where it extends Narmada river. Okay. Then Anaimudi, the highest peak in the Deccan Plateau. Have you heard about Anaimudi? That is the highest peak. Highest peak means highest mountain in this Deccan Plateau. Anaimudi. See the name? Anaimudi is the highest peak. Surrounded by western and eastern gates. Surrounded by western and eastern gates. Then Nilgiri. Till Nilgiri it extends. Then rivers like Godavari, Krishna, then Kaveri. Main rivers Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri are the important rivers in Deccan Plateau. We'll revise again. The Deccan Plateau, it extends from river Narmada. Got it? Then up to the southern tip of peninsular India. And also there is highest peak in this region, Deccan Plateau, that is called Anaimudi. Then it is surrounded by western ghats and eastern ghats. Okay. Then rivers like Narmada, Krishna and Kaveri. Understand, students? Now let us move to the eastern ghats. Let us move to the eastern ghats. Rivers. When we talk about rivers, rivers fall into the Bay of Bengal. Whatever the rivers given in the eastern ghats fall into the Bay of Bengal. I have showed you in the very first lesson about Bay of Bengal, right? Then Godavari. In this region, Godavari river is there, part of eastern ghats. Godavari is the longest river in the Deccan Plateaus. Godavari is the longest river in the Deccan Plateau. Got it? Okay. This is about eastern ghats. Life in this region. How people live. Life in this region. Let us focus on life in this region. Look at the chart carefully. The southern plateaus cover the state of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Maharashtra. Life in this region. What are the states that fall into southern plateaus? Okay, the southern plateaus cover the state of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Maharashtra. Okay, these are the states that fall in southern plateaus. Southern plateaus covers the following states and they are rich in minerals. Okay, minerals like what? Coals. Okay, iron ore, copper, manganese. Read it again, students, with me. These states are rich in minerals. Got it? They are rich in minerals. What are the minerals? Coals, iron ore, copper and manganese. And manganese. They are rich in this coal, iron ore, copper and manganese. What are the minerals? Did you note it properly? Which are the state? Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Maharashtra. They are rich in minerals. What are the minerals? Coal, iron ore, copper and manganese. And also mining and farming. Mining and farming are very important work in this region. Mining and farming. Very important work in this region. Most of the people do mining work and doing farming. Farmers. Most of them are farmers. They do farming work. Farmers grow. What are the crops? Let us see it. Farmers, they grow wheat, rice, millets, groundnut, cotton and sugarcane. Farmers in this region, in this following states, they grow wheat, rice, millets, groundnut, cotton and sugarcane. Did you note it? Okay, fine. Now, we saw all the states, right? We saw all the states. What are important, right? Life in this region. But now carefully we are going to look. We are going to look carefully about each states. What is important? What do they do? The important cities. First, let us see about Madhya Pradesh. Then we'll go to Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Jharkhand. Then we have Telangana, Maharashtra, and we know about Tamil Nadu, right? These are the states fall in this southern plateau region. Let us see it one by one. Why I have written in the chart, taken important points from the textbook for you to have better understanding. Okay, let us read and explain. Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh, farming and mat weaving are the main occupation. If you see a book, it says farming work and weaving mat, means making mat. They are very good in this occupation and they are familiar with it, and this is the main occupation in this state. Then Panna. What do they do in this place? Diamond mines work, very important in this place. If you see about industrial cities in Madhya Pradesh, industrial cities like Indore, Bhopal, Gwalior, Jabalpur, these are the industrial states. Got it? Then there are two parks which protect animal tiger. Kanha Bandhavghar. Kanha and Bandhavgarh are national park that protect animal tiger. Okay, and there is a tourist place also in Madhya Pradesh. Tourist place Pachmari Sanchi Khajuraho. This is the tourist places where in Madhya Pradesh. Understand, students? Let us go to Chhattisgarh. The main occupation in this state, tin mining is very important occupation in Chhattisgarh. They are rich for forest products. Chhattisgarh rich in forest product. Okay, people collect wood, tendu, leaves, honey, lac from forest. Okay, and also Saila is a popular folk dance. Saila is a popular folk dance in Chhattisgarh. Let us talk about Karnataka. Karnataka, which is very important, coffee and spices. Coffee and spices are very important grown here. These two are grown in Karnataka. Have you heard about Kolar? Yes, Kolar has gold mines. They have in place Kolar, they have gold mines, which is very popular in Karnataka. Then we know in Karnataka, the capital city is Bangalore. Bangalore is a major center for IT industry. Major center for IT industry, that is in Bangalore. Then the state is famous for handicraft made of sandalwood. They are famous for handicraft work made up of sandalwood, and they also have popular dance that is called Yakshagana. Yakshagana is a popular dance in Karnataka. Let us move to Jharkhand. If we talk about Jharkhand rich in minerals. People are fond of litti choka tekua. Litti choka tekua. They are fond of this thing. Okay. Chau, popular dance in this region. Chau is a popular dance. What about the tourist place? Tourist place Netarhat. Netarat. I hope I am pronouncing better. Netarat is tourist place in Jharkhand. Where? In Jharkhand. Okay, students, now we saw about which state? Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka and Jharkhand, and how is the life in this place and what are the important cities, then tourist places, their famous popular dances. Okay, in Karnataka most people speak Kannada, right? Okay, now let us move to other states. Now we'll discuss about Telangana. Hyderabad has many industries like IT industries, automobiles and pharmaceuticals. Hyderabad famous for IT industries. Okay, most of them speak Telugu. Most of them speak which language? Telugu. Then the famous dance is known as Kuchipudi in Andhra Pradesh. Telugu. Kuchipudi is a famous dance. The state famous for Bidri work. The state famous for Bidri work. About Telangana we are talking. Okay. Now we'll come to Maharashtra. Maharashtra are famous for cotton and oranges. They are famous for cotton and oranges. Mumbai and Pune city, they are very good. They have more industrial. They are industrial cities. Mumbai and Pune are industrial cities. Many IT companies, industrial companies are in Mumbai and Pune. These two cities are important. Pune and Mumbai are the important industrial cities in Maharashtra. Okay, they also have petroleum are found near Mumbai. Petroleum are found near Mumbai. This region is called Mumbai High. Mumbai High. Okay, and most of the people in Maharashtra, they speak Marathi. And do you all know, right? Ganesh Chaturthi is a popular festival celebrated in Maharashtra, and they also have a folk dance that is called Lavani. That is a popular folk dance in Maharashtra. I will revise about Maharashtra again. Famous for cotton and oranges, and Pune and Mumbai are the important industrial cities in Maharashtra, and they also found petroleum are found near Mumbai. This region is called Mumbai High. Most of the people speak Marathi, and they celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi as a famous popular festival in Maharashtra, and there is a folk dance is called Lavani. Okay students, we have discussed about how many states. Let's revise again about Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Jharkhand, Telangana, Maharashtra. Understand? In our next class, we are going to discuss about the islands. That is the rest of the lesson. The islands. What are the islands? Andaman, Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep. We have two islands, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep. This we'll discuss in our next class. I hope you all have understood the lesson, and thank you for listening very attentively. And I will send you homework. I will give you homework in the next class. Okay. Thank you students. Have a nice day.